The current war in Gaza started exactly 50 years and 1 day after the Yom Kippur War. The similarities between the two tragic events are mind-boggling. The main one is that in both events, Israel was completely surprised and the enemy was in a position to kill hundreds of Israelis in a short time until the IDF was able to reverse the course of the war. Of course, there are many differences too. On Yom Kippur 1973, Israel fought against legitimate armies with soldiers in uniform who followed more or less the accepted rules of war. On Simchat Torah 2023, the enemy was ruthless terrorists who didn't hesitate to brutally murder civilians, including babies. The other difference is that in 1973, despite the obvious failure of the intelligence community, the Israelis trusted their leaders, especially Golda Meir, the Prime Minister, and Moshe Dayan, the Minister of Defense. Later on, the leaders paid a personal and political price for the failure, even though Israel ended up winning the war. But at least during the war, they were the unquestionable leaders who were trusted to handle the situation properly. This is not the case for the 2023 Simchat Torah war. It seems that the majority of the Israelis do not trust Prime Minister Netanyahu and his government, the majority of which is not serving the army. The public and the hundreds of thousands of soldiers, reservists, as well as those in active duty, trust the IDF. They know that it will do anything to defend their country and its citizens. Many reservists are even coming back from vacations abroad to serve. But the same trust does not extend to the members of the government. The big news today is that Israel formed a unity government. Netanyahu and one of the leaders of the opposition parties, Benny Gantz, agreed on a unity government after days of negotiations. Gantz, who served as both the commander-in-chief of the Israel Defense Forces and the defense minister, is one of the most capable people today in Israel to lead her during this trying time. To join Netanyahu, Gantz had insisted that there will be a limited number of ministers involved in a security panel for decision-making amid the war. They enlisted a few other people with extensive military experience to serve as observers and consultants. I believe that the unity government will help restore the Israelis' confidence in their political leaders and help unite them all until the enemy is defeated. See you tomorrow.